Anthony Richardson throws for 200 plus. The defense gets several turnovers, but the Colts come up a little short in week one. All that and more on today's episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. So we're in familiar territory, you guys. Week one just rounded out. Instant reaction episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. You know we give it to you, our gut reaction, brought to you by our amazing sponsor, WagerWire. Go check them out. Fantastic. Place the bets. Excitement. A lot of excitement. Had a lot of excitement going into the game. A lot of excitement throughout the game. I think Colts fans seem to have the appropriate mentality when it comes to this season. Everything is about Anthony Richardson and how he does, right? How he looks. What is his progression like? We heard a lot of smack. I mean, I've heard a lot leading up to this about how he looked and how he was going to not be able to throw the ball. He looked, the moment was not too big for him, right? Not at all. He looked great. I mean, you look at his stat line, 24, 37, 223, one touchdown, one pick that he got baited into. That's a rookie mistake. 10 rushes, 40 yards, another touchdown. A little banged up at the end. He's going to have to learn to slide, not take too many hits. All in all, if you're looking at just that, man, the excitement was there. Every time he's out on the field, he looks composed. He doesn't look like the moment's too big for him, like I said. If you're looking at that, great job. Good. Came up just a touch short in the game at the end, right? Just couldn't quite get over the hump against the Jaguars team that, frankly, I don't know how great they are. They didn't look great coming into this game. I was surprised at the ability to take away Calvin Ridley in the second half that Kenny Moore had. Let's talk about another good thing. The defense looked very good. They looked kind of like last year. They got a little worn down, I think, at the end. Played fast, physical, with a ton of heart, ton of passion on the field. This is not the same old Frank right-leg Colts. I tweeted out in the middle of the game. They fought. They were going to fight to the very end to get kind of almost a meaningless touchdown at the end because they are not going to stop putting pressure, trying to get across the goal line, trying to improve. I liked that. Okay. Defense looked good. I was surprised at the secondary. It was interesting to put Kenny Moore on Calvin Ridley. It kind of zeroed him out. I was surprised we didn't really see much from Christian Kirk at all. I mean, I'm looking up his one reception, 9 yards. I mean, wow. I mean, defense played great. Got pressure, got sacks, got takeaways. Takeaways that sometimes didn't stand, but they were kept going. Let's talk about some of the bad. Running game. God bless. Get Deion Jackson off the field at this point. He had 2 fumbles. He had dropped passes. Dude did not look like an adequate replacement. Evan Hull looked good till he got hurt, and then you're down to Funk, and Funk couldn't really do anything. So it all lumped onto Anthony Richardson at the end, and you just can't do that. You're going to expose him to too many hits, right? And he's a big dude, but we saw he took that one more hit, and he was just kind of like, we're going to pull him out. I'm not going to risk getting him hurt for the long haul of the season right here. The running game was abysmal outside of Richardson, right? Outside of Richardson, it was right? And finally, my final reaction is I love the aggressiveness from Shane Steichen. Take a couple of freaking field goals. Every once in a while, if you took a couple of those field goals instead of trying to press or punted it away and pinned them down deep when the defense was fresh and still playing well, who knows what would have happened. I love the aggressiveness, but you're going to have to pick the spots. I thought Jonathan Vilma did a great job on the broadcast saying, you got to look at the game as a whole, not just an offensive game, trying to seize that momentum. Look at the game as a whole in regards to your defense is playing great, pin them inside the 10 and see what happens early in the third quarter. I mean, overall, there's no moral victories, but man, does it feel better than last year? It feels like there's momentum. I think there are going to be a feisty team all year. Do I know how many wins? Like, I think I've said like 6 to 7, but they are going to beat some teams that they shouldn't. They're going to lose to maybe a couple teams they shouldn't, but I don't foresee them being a blowout win where people are just going to write in a W on the schedule. It's 2023, baby. Anthony Richardson's QB1. Colts looked way better. That's my instant reaction. Y'all know the drill. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the game. What did you like? What did you not like? Fill it up. If you've not yet, please hit the subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe. Give it to friends. Join the No Horsing Around family. I love you. Zach loves you. We're out.